Thank you for tuning in to Spiritual Java with Annie. I am pleased to be with you yet another time, and it is my aim to provide you with godly inspiration to help you along the way. This week, I'm going to deviate away from the Dream Big series. However, I will be going back into it later on. But I have felt a great impression to talk today about the law of attraction versus faith, or the reality of faith versus the law of attraction. I want you to stay tuned. This will be a two-part series, but wherein you normally see at the end, I say on your mark, get set, promotion. I'm going to hold that until the second part of this series because I have so much information to bring to you. Are you ready? Let's go. From time to time, I am a pretty huge consumer of YouTube. I love success stories. I love hearing about people that have become winners because I love winners. And recently I have run across a few bloggers that have been able to manifest some pretty huge sums of money and also realize their dreams through what they call the law of attraction. However, I became pretty disturbed when I never heard them mention God. And so I began to do some research. And that's what I want to present to you today. Some godly inspiration to help you along the way. Because although the law of attraction is a prevalent law, it is nothing new under the sun. As believers, we need to understand it in its totality. The law of attraction is defined as an attractive magnetic power of the universe that draws similar energies together. It manifests through the power of creation everywhere and in many ways. Even the law of gravity is part of the law of attraction. This law attracts thoughts, ideas, people, situations, and circumstances. Now, how does that work? Number one, they tell you that you should note what you focus on. Number two, you should keep a worry list. Number three, you should practice diaphragmatic breathing. Number four, quiet the monkey mind with meditation. Number five, move your body in whatever way feels good to you. Number six, keep a gratitude journal. Number 7, write down your goals and connect to your why. Number 8, visualize what it will look like when you achieve your dreams. And finally, number 9, feel like you already have what you want. I want you to understand that this is not a new phenomenon. This dates way back to the 19th century. The early writings contain concepts where the law of attraction isn't expressly mentioned, but which share some of the main points with it. The first mentions of the concept, as we know it today, date from the 19th century, and the man called Thomas Troward, the author who strongly influenced the New Thought movement. He claimed that thought precedes physical form, and the action of mind plants that nucleus which, if allowed to grow undisturbed, will eventually attract to itself all the conditions necessary for its manifestation in outward visible form. Other New Thought authors expanded on this concept. James Allen and his wife Lily, with their series of books and articles published between 1901 and 1912, most famous of which is as a man thinketh. Sounds biblical to me. Then William Walker Atkinson, who actually used the term law of attraction in the title of his book, Thought, Vibration, or the Law of Attraction in the Thought World, where he stated that like attracts like. The first known usage of the term dates back from 1877 in the Book of Esoteric Mysteries written by Helena Blavatsky. Please note that Helena was a Russian occultist and a known Satanist. Another influential author of the New Thought movement was Wallace Wattles, with his book, The Science of Getting Rich, a down-to-earth practical guide to becoming rich. He was one of the first authors who put the New Thought principles into practice in his own life. His personal practice centered on creative visualization. As his daughter Florence said, he formed a mental picture in his head and then worked toward the realization of that vision. Now, those of you that know me, you know that my aim is to provide you with godly wisdom to help you along the way. So I want to explore the faith side of what many refer to as the law of attraction. The Bible is full of principles that yields consequences based on the decisions that we make, be it good or bad. Remember, our decisions are never inconsequential, as they are always yielding a result. I want to walk you through what the Bible says about manifesting things into existence. Let me take a moment to address what happens when you speak. As Bible believers, we believe that there are spiritual forces at work in the universe. By that I mean there are angels and demons. And ultimately, there is God, our Creator. Which, by the way, speaking of angels and demons, even the world at large embraces this. Just look at some of our commercials. What do you see sometimes? An angel on the one shoulder and a demon on the other, somehow trying to gain influence and get us to react one way or the other. Pertaining to angels, the good ones, not the fallen ones, the Bible say this: are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation? Also, Proverbs 18:21 says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So let me paint you a picture. You say, always behind the 8 ball. What are you speaking? Death. You are speaking death. But if you should say, I have more than enough, I operate in the overflow, what are you speaking? You are speaking life. So when you speak, you are employing or putting to work either angelic beings or demonic spirits. These spirits grab your words and they begin framing your world. Let me ask you a question. Who have you hired to work on your behalf? There is a saying that God inhabits or lives in the praises of his people, but Satan inhabits the complaints of God's people. What spirits are you attracted when you speak? If you are a negative person, then demons are more than likely very attracted to you, and you probably attract very negative people and circumstances in your life. Have you heard this? If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. Well, how about this one? I knew it. I could never find a close parking space. Well, guess what? With speech like that, you never will. If you are a positive person that speaks life and you are full of gratitude, your life is more than likely full of positive people because you attract what you are. Let me say that again. You attract what you are. You may say, every person I have met has been rotten to the core, but I'm getting ready to meet some good and wholesome people that I can become lifelong friends with. Listen, we all have opportunities to speak negative about some unfortunate thing that has happened to us. But that was a moment, and we do not need to make the mistake of making or building a monument out of a moment. You can say, you know what? That was horrible, but good things are coming my way. Elizabeth Elliot said it this way: when terrible things happen, there are two choices and only two. We can trust God or we can defy Him. We believe that God is God. He's still got the whole world in His hands and knows exactly what He's doing. Or we must believe that He is not God and that we are at the awful mercy of mere chance. I choose to believe God and to continue to speak life. How about you? I'm going to stop right here for now, but I want you to come back for part 2 because I am really going to break down the elements of faith versus the law of attraction. Trust me, you do not want to miss this. Until next time, God bless. And remember, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and please give this video a huge thumbs up.